This is Cobalt Zed. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you something that is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Well, at least that's what Minecraft says. I'm going to show you a multiplayer game called the Kingdom of Latis. This is a multiplayer I found. I was looking. You know my interest in medieval type games. I was looking for a game that was such, and this is it. I will put the IP and the other links down at the bottom. You can see people are chatting here. There's a big chat system there. I hit the tab. You know this from Minecraft. It shows who's playing. There I am. You can recognize my face. I'm a Dewata race. What I want to do, the best way to show you this game is I'm gonna go to spawn and show you kind of how this game begins. And here it is. Actually, I'll back up. I'll go as far back as I can go. When you start this game, this is the only multiplayer server I've played on other than like my own realms, so this is newer to me. I assume this is much like most multiplayer servers. When you come in, you start in a room. It's somewhere, I don't even know where. This is where you land, so I will talk about it. You start in a room that has essentially a bunch of signs on the wall. The signs explain what the rules of the servers are, such as, no, you can't grief in non-PvP worlds, etc., etc. This game has, as far as I know, so far at least maybe 4 different kind of worlds in it. Most of them are PvE. This is the Kingdom Island that I am on. If you see anyone talking here and it says K before their name, I don't see any, but that means they're on Kingdom Isle. If I said hi, for example, which I won't do because I'm recording, that's CB, for example, on that guy, that means he's on, what does CB stand for? I don't remember. But that's just the different locations. There is a PvP world, if that appeals to you. It appeals to me for some games, but not necessarily for Minecraft. So you read all those signs, and then you have to take a quiz. To explain why you have to take a quiz, I should explain that the game has ranks. You start when you first log in as a peasant. By taking the quiz, all the quiz is sign questions, and then you click on the right answer. This shows basically that you know the rules. The rules are fairly simple. I already said don't grief. If you see a chest out in the middle of nowhere and there's stuff in it, don't take it because it is not yours, basically, etc. There are things like that. Once you take the quiz and then you pull a lever, pulling that lever promotes you to citizen rank. And then when you do that, you pull that lever. I should put my sword down because this is a friendly. When you pull that lever, you land right here. And there's what you do to become gentry, which is the level at which you can choose a race. You come and talk to this fellow, right click. You type 1 for server tour into the chat thing, and then it asks you yes, and you say yes, and then it basically sends you on a server of this world, and all the things that are in it. Again, this is my first multiplayer experience. I think it looks really cool. I like the way it looks, and there are all kinds of shops here. Here's a big board that explains a bunch of things. Part of the server tour is this, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. There are pets in this game. This is my pet chicken. You know, if you've seen my Minecraft movie, that there was kind of a standing joke of a chicken that was named Sanchez, and this is my pet chicken who I named Sanchez. The pets in this game are limited by rank. So at a citizen rank, you can have X pets, and as you rank up to at least gentry, then you get access to more things that you can make pets. I had a pig as a pet, but actually I like the chicken better because he fits in my house, etc. Oh, there goes a player. There are, see, there's quite a few at any given time. You know, the lowest amount I've seen is maybe 4 or 5. I think the max is like 60, but I'm not sure. And then there are NPCs around that will talk to you about things. There are some quests, like this guy wants me to gather wool for him. There are all these. This world has a bunch of plugins, basically, from other things. This might be familiar to some of you. It was new to me. This is how you buy and sell. So if I wanted to buy white wool, I can buy it for $48, essentially. And maybe that's 16 for 48. I'm not sure. I just right-click this sign to buy it. If there's something I can sell, if this said B48 and then S like 12, I could left-click if I had blue wool and I could sell it for $12. How do you get dollars, you might ask? Well, I will tell you. You get dollars mainly by killing mobs. It also has an RPG kind of aspect to it. Oh, by the way, when you first, excuse me, if you first get in this world, any chest that has an orange thing under it in this little area, like there's those two and then there's this one, are able for you to take, and you should. The main thing you want to get, in my opinion, is an emerald block. I will explain why later, alright? So just trust me on that. Then, kind of pretty. There are houses here that you can rent. There's things you can do. So say you want to join this server and all you want to do is become a merchant. You can do that. Obviously, you'd have to go out in the wild to get or to grow or whatever the things you want to sell. Like, what is this? Is this... See, here's somebody's shop. So, ooh, they sell diamonds. Yep, see, that must be 64, because that's 1,088. Now, see, if I had a diamond, I could sell it here for $12, or whatever they call the currency. I don't know what they call it. And as it says there, Kingdom Isle is a safe zone, so there, I can't, excuse me again, wow, I can't harvest anything here. I can't attack you. It's all protected. Much of the game, I will save that for later, actually. So then what you do is you come out through the main gates. Look at those trees. They must have been built that way. I'm going to sprint a little bit so we go faster. Are you coming, Sanchez? Yep. One of the things I love about having a chicken as a pet, I'll just say this, is that, you know, a pig, okay, a pig is fine. A chicken drops eggs every once in a while. And, you know, eggs are pretty useful things to have if you want to cook, or, you know, eventually I might try to just throw some eggs and see if I can get some chickens. You come out here to the port. And this ship, I think, maybe you can tell because it's black. I don't know. That ship takes you to the PvP world, which I have never been. This ship takes you to the non-PvP worlds. Hello. See, that's not a real player. That's an NPC. To travel to another world, stand on the block and has his name. So Crystal Bay is one. Emerald World I have been to, and it looks like the whole thing is built on. Crystal Bay is where I live. I guess I'll just do this so you can see how it works. And see, that doesn't work. You have to punch it. And then you teleport. Fortunately, my pet chicken comes along. Now here we are on a ship in Crystal Bay. We go down, blah blah blah. Oh, there's a horse. Wow. Now, see, this is a village. Obviously, these villages are all protected too. I mean, I can't do anything here. That might be... Nope, that's not a player either. This part right here cracks me up. You have to go through customs, and they have this annoying long line. I don't know why I like that. I just do. Yep. Okay, I have nothing to declare. Thank you. Thank you. And you can also live in these villages. There's a townie plugin. Honestly, I don't know what that is. But you can, with other people, you can build towns and etc. etc. And then eventually, and it's nighttime, so I better get this weapon out. You ready to fight, Sanchez? Now I will try to find my way home. There's a much easier way. I can just slash home and it will take me there, but I'm just showing you. My home is around the corner over there. Once you reach a point, this will say wilderness. Maybe it did already and I missed it. Yeah, there we go, wilderness. And you'll see there are a lot of the wilderness is chosen already and people have built on it, as you can see. So I was kind of lucky to find a spot. There might be, and you see they have protected areas. You protect an area, you claim an area and protect it with the emerald block, which is why I recommended you at least take an emerald block, if nothing else, out of those chests. You can only do that once. I think at certain higher levels, and honestly the higher levels are a bit unclear to me. I think there may be a way to, to give money to the server and get levels for that, but whether I'm unclear on some of that. Sanchez despawn. Oh, thank you very much. Okay, die, motherfucker. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to be PG. I didn't get I didn't get anything for killing him except the usual. This is my little area. You'll see entering Hardcore 3's protected area. My little house. There's my little cow. I don't know why my chicken despawned. Maybe he was just tired. And there's my emerald thing. So that protects an area 40 by 40 by 40. A cube, basically. 40 spaces. And then I wanted to show you how you check how much money you have. Balance. There, see, I have $1,467. And basically, you get bound. The RP thing allows you to level. And as you increase levels, you get paid. And also, you get paid sometimes like random amounts, $11 or $8 for killing a zombie or a creeper or whatever. And then other than that, especially once you have your own protected area, like I've planted all these trees, this becomes, this is just my area. I have one lone cow here. I am sorry, Mr. or Miss Cow. Ms.? Is it Ms. or is it Mrs.? It's not Mrs., surely. No, your name's not Shirley? Oh, sorry. That was just a expression. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you at all. I beg your pardon. I'm looking for someone for you, okay? It's not been easy finding a cow. Let me just say that. I managed to entice that one in. I would really like to entice another. There's somebody's world right there that must get fairly close to mine. I think that's some kind of a PvP area. I don't know. There's a lot I don't know about this, honestly. But it's an intriguing world to me. It's just weird because I play a lot of single player Minecraft, or sometimes with my friend who I've talked about. But sometimes even just doing things over at my little house here and planting or fishing or whatever, it's just nice to see people chatting and kind of feel like I'm not alone in this world. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to put this pumpkin away. So, if you're looking for an online multiplayer Minecraft experience on a server, this might be something you would want to consider. Like I say, there are rules, and some, like my friend who plays with me in the other world, in my realms, was like, rules? You know, I hate rules. And it was kind of hard for her to get her head around that. And that may be the case for you, but otherwise, it's an interesting little place to live. I pop in here. I don't play a lot here, but I pop in once in a while. I like the RPG aspects. I like when I level up, like my sword ability or whatever. I like that you have races. There are a bunch you can see right there. Skinwalker, elf. That's a misspelling. Dragoor, human, vampire, Diwata. I'm kind of a peaceful and a kind of like healing race, but I don't think all the magic has quite been worked out yet, so some of that doesn't work. But it's an interesting world. I like it. If you're looking for such a thing, I recommend you check it out. As I said at the beginning, the link will be below, and I will post the details for you. This has been Cobalt Zed. Take care.